Hey, my wonderful Sagittarius Divine Masculine placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your September extended monthly Tarotscope. For those of you new to my channel, please understand, please remember that masculine and feminine energy is held within all of us, regardless of our skin suits and our bodies. But most people are imbalanced in one way or the other. This has nothing to do with gender, sexual identity, anything like that. If you're confused, if you're more masculine or feminine energy, most of the time, masculine energy is a little bit more avoidant. They ghost, they run. Feminine energy is more anxiously attached. You can find out more, though, at my website, gingermama.com. I have free blog posts on the breakdown of those things. So feel free to check it out. Also, consider watching the feminine and masculine version of Sagittarius and get a better idea of maybe where you're at right now. We all kind of float between these energies. So let's get into it, okay? We got a month. We got a month coming up in September. All right, when I was channeling for you, masculine Sagittarius, I was picturing someone like in a very, very huge building, like a skyscraper, and they're just going up the stairs, and they're going so fast, and they're like proud of themselves. They're like, I did it, next level, next level, next level, and you're doing it. But then all of a sudden it's like you pause because you're a little bit out of breath, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. But then you're kind of like, why? Why? Wait, no, I didn't overlook anything, right? And it's like, you're kind of like, did I leave something on level 13 and I'm up here on level 72? Like, is there something I should have, do you know what I mean? Like that feeling of like, you're really, really proud of yourself and you're making so much progress, but like you're almost moving too quickly. And that mutable energy of Sagittarius, it's like, don't go too fast. Like sometimes mutable energy has the struggle of being way too in cardinal energy or way too in fixed, right? And so ask yourself, like, am I balanced right now? Am I moving too quickly? Am I overlooking things that might be important? And what is the purpose of me moving so quickly right now? What is the purpose? Okay. So we're going to get into the astrology as we start on the cards. On the 5th of September, Venus will be in Virgo. Virgo is a grounded earth sign energy. It's very practical. It also wants us to be orderly in what we do. However, it's also very intuitive. So Venus, the planet of love, being in that sign placement on the 5th, is going to ask you to really ask yourself, okay, when it comes to love and intimate relationships, love of myself, love with another, how can I be grounded in a practical way, but also be very intuitive and in touch with my emotions and others' emotions? What does that look like for me? Okay. The next day, that morning on the 6th, we will have the moon entering into Aquarius. The moon transits all the time. It's normally not that big of a deal. Excuse me. But over those next few days, the moon stays in Aquarius, and on the 8th, it will be conjunct Saturn. And the reason that's important is because it's going to be this huge collective shift where everybody in the collective feels called to kind of like look around at their coworkers, friends, family, love, and like I said, pause on that staircase and be like, what's the purpose of this? What is the collective reasoning I am here? What is the purpose of my soul awakening? Why am I on this journey? This is not all about me. At the same time, I do need to focus on me. So how do I focus on me, but also focus on service to the collective? And that's a very, difficult duality right there. So just be mindful of what you're experiencing on the 8th. And on the 9th, we hit Mercury Retrograde. So for those of you that don't know, when Mercury goes retrograde, we can experience travel difficulties, technology difficulties, difficulty in communicating. We might really be trying hard to communicate something at work with a family member, a lover, and we're just feeling like we're misunderstood. And so oftentimes people want to pull back from communication at this time, but I don't encourage that. I just encourage mindfulness within communication. If you're feeling like you should communicate, there's a reason, okay? And so really slow down this month, especially in the beginning, and ask yourself, what am I missing? What am I supposed to be engaging with or communicating to somebody or something or to myself, okay? Am I avoiding dealing with something? And that's why I'm climbing these stairs so quickly. That's going to really help you out. The 10th, right after that 9th, I'm telling you, these are very quick, rapid transits over the first 10 days of September. We have on the 10th the full moon in Pisces. Pisces energy is that really, it's so intuitive, it's so spiritual. It's also the end of the zodiac wheel. It's asking you to really dive deep into your subconscious, to really ask yourself, okay, what if this whole spiritual journey, this awakening, what if it is all real? Maybe you're tapping into some claircognizant, clairsentient abilities. Maybe you have more dream downloads, just information coming in. But you're also being called to release past versions of yourself. Release past fears. Do you hear that train is sounding as I record this? Trains are always significant to me. To believe that there is a possibility that maybe you don't know everything, and maybe there are higher entities at work trying to communicate with you, trying to show you how to best build your career, how to best be in a romantic relationship, etc., etc. I hope you can hear those trains. Page of Wands. I feel like many of you, you're going to be forced into this like realization as we hit that full moon, where you might be very uncomfortable, but you're being called to plan, to really think about this, to say, okay, what is blocking me? For some of you, the star reversed. Maybe it's self-worth, body image issues. Masculine and feminine energy hold this idea that like you're not worthy unless you're producing. You're not worthy unless you're go and move. And your career is the number one way for many of you that you show or experience worth. And so asking yourself, am I being too stubborn? Am I only focused on my 9 cups all the time? Am I really happy with 9? Do I want 10? Do I want the whole thing? How much do I want out of this experience in this timeline on this planet? How much do I really fucking want? And what does that look like? And at what end, what expense, right? So often we try to sacrifice, I'm going to be way up here in my career, but then fuck love. Or I want the family, but fuck the career. No. How do we balance this? How do we have duality? That's what everything is about on a spiritual journey. Maybe spend some time really reflecting with Source, especially around that Pisces full moon. That feels very significant for you, Sagittarians. Asking, what is it I want? What is the balance I want? And writing down what it is you don't want. Burning that, releasing that. Checking in with yourself. Are my sexual encounters what I want them to be? Am I okay with just this superficial way that I operate in personal relationships? Like many people do. Or do I want more depth? Do I want more fire, more passion? That fire, Sagittarius energy, right? Are you lying to yourself in some way? Are you lying to others? Are you manipulating people in order to get your needs met, but not giving anything authentic back? When we ghost, when we run, when we just don't engage emotionally, that is lying. That is manipulation. That is trying to control a person with only logic. Stonewalling, things like that. That is not okay behavior. And if you're doing those things, you will feel the energetic kickback of this very quickly. So again, put in the hard work this month to really ask yourself what is going on, to break this self-limiting belief that you're not worthy of engaging in both the heart space and the head space, right? The masculine and feminine energy. Why are you only skewed to one right now? How do you embody both? How can you get in both? Yeah, as I said this, I was going to say, I'm be surprised if it doesn't come out. The Tower here. Many of you, again, don't fear this card. Look at it like, okay, I'm going to kill this part of my ego. I'm going to walk through this. But many of you are going to be in massive Tower moments if you're not being real with yourself. If you're avoiding your feelings by just working and climbing and working and climbing, because eventually the universe is going to crash it down. And you're going to be left with all the pieces. Like, why did I climb that whole building and do all that when I should have been focused on the harder work? You're carrying a burden. Many of you, possibly these are lots of sexual partners, lots of past pain and trauma. You don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to get real about how unhappy you are in those dynamics. You're telling yourself you're all good. You're telling yourself you're all good. But we got the devil here. There's some form of addiction, obsession, just like, again, this can be sexual energy that's imbalanced. It's like, what's going on there? The 10 of Pentacles reversed. Again, your finances, if you're not addressing what you need to address and tapping into your feelings and fighting these energies within you that you know are not pure in their intentions, then your finances will begin to be drained. Financial energy is the exact same as emotional energy, sexual energy, time, all of it. And if you're holding back from others in all these ways, I just hoard my money, I don't provide emotional connection, I don't provide that, I just cut people out of my life, then the universe is going to start pulling it from you. Well, that's how you want to behave, that's how we're going to behave. Nope, 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 we're going to pull that right back. We're going to pull that right back. Did you miss the memo? And you're going to get more and more uncomfortable. Like, I don't get it. Why isn't it working? Why the parking ticket? Why the big bill? Why did my air conditioner go out? Why did any of this shit happen? Well, the universe is trying to wake you up. They're trying to wake you up. Three of Wands. This idea that it's like you're waiting for others to change. Instead of you slowing down and saying, how do I need to change? Do I need to connect with someone? Do I need to reach out to them? Do I need to make amends? Justice reverse. Did I not bring justice to a situation? Friend, family, or lover? Did I run from them, ghost them, treat them like shit? Did I put them in competition? Did I leave out details that were very significant? Did I take advantage of nurturing feminine energy? Did I look at someone like a mother? Am I being envious? Am I being gossipy? Like, what am I doing to feminine energy that's actually kind of shady? And if you can focus on that, you're going to be able to get out of your head, okay? But you've got to be real with yourself. You've got to be real. Like, that's hard to do, to look in the mirror. I've had to do it. Everyone has on a spiritual journey and say, wow, I'm really dropping the ball in this area of my life. I'm going to take accountability. I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to take the next action source is calling on me to take, okay? So really focus on that this month. There's nothing wrong with you. This is normal. Everybody gets in these states of imbalance. The question becomes, what do we do with it, okay? On the 23rd, Mercury, by the way, is still in retrograde all month. So there's going to be a lot of like, if you're traveling, by the way, be mindful, especially if you're traveling with a feminine energy. Okay, I just don't think it's going to end that well for you, but you do you, okay? You do you. Be mindful. Just make sure it's the right energy, I should say, and that you're speaking your truth, clear with your boundaries, clear with whatever it is. You really got to ask yourself, why am I traveling with a feminine energy if I'm not committed to dating them? That's acting like you're in a relationship, but you're not actually in a relationship. Isn't that strange? Why would you do that? You're playing house. We don't play house with people's feelings and emotions. That would be taking advantage of them. So if you care about this person, you'd be committed to them, or you wouldn't be going on a long trip with them. Just a thought. Okay? As my crown tingles. Some of you, that's your thing. The 25th, we have the new moon. We're coming into Libra season. And so the 29th, Venus will also be in Libra. The last week of September is a great month for romance, for true feelings, for this energy where if you're asking yourself, yeah, why am I planning a trip with someone that I don't want to date? Why am I unable to commit? What is going on? I do want to speak the truth. Again, doesn't matter. You're a female, male body. Stop getting in those gender roles of I need to be chased, I need to be sought after, I need to this. Whoever you are, if you're the one that continues to pull away emotionally, it is your responsibility to pull forward and state how you feel. It is. Regardless of gender normative, whatever, that's the matrix telling you that you're special. Get over that. Pour into someone else. Temperance here. The idea of like, are you pouring into others? Are you having patience with them? Or are you just dismissive of any feeling, of any time they want to talk about something? You're like, nope, that's lame. Nope. I mean, karma's real, everyone. And so I think many people are beginning to realize this. Many of you are just really stubborn. You're really rigid. You're holding on to the past world. You're like, there's no way this is really happening. Well, continue to hold on if you'd like. But the burden's only going to grow stronger, especially as we approach the end of the year and as you get into Sagittarius season. I assure you, the energy struggles I went through during my Aries season, I wish I would have dropped it much earlier, especially when it starts to hit your own sign placements, sun, moon, or rising. Oh, the dominoes fall. It's going to be really, really intense for you. Lovers reversed. If you're still hooking up with people you know are not meant for you, you're just out there collecting sexual energy. Every time we have sex with someone, we pick up energetic fragments of their past pain, their past trauma, their past sexual partners. And I assure you, through your awakening, it's very scary. Those energies actually begin to haunt you. You can actually feel it through the sexual encounter. I've talked to men and women that have said this has happened for them. You don't have to believe me, but it will only ramp up your dreams, your visions, the way you feel in your body. You might be feeling sick to your stomach, having difficulty eating, sleeping, nauseous. These are all signs that you are tied to darker energies and you need to slow it the hell down and get your shit in check. So please be mindful, okay? Especially wherever you're putting that wand or letting the wand near you or whatever you like. Many of you know you have a true soulmate, a true divine connection, but you passed it up in favor of this bullshit. And you don't want to slow down on that staircase to look back and say, oh my God, did I leave what God sent me like 50 floors below? Holy fuck, did I do that? Yeah. And now you're being asked to go back down the stairs and tell the truth. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine, but it's going to get harder on you. Those tower moments, I'm telling you. It's going to get much harder through the rest of the year, okay? Up to you, but that is my experience in talking to clients. So if you'd like a personal reading or a personal appointment with me, feel free to book at my website, gingermama.com. I love all of you. I'm not upset with you. We're all in different places, but I will say the quicker you can get real with yourself and look yourself in the mirror, look your darkness in the mirror and confront it, the better you will feel, okay? I love all of you. I'll see you back next month. Please subscribe if this was helpful. All right, we're not stopping yet. Source said I should have pulled a moon oracle. I'm so sorry. Let's get you one. I never know if I'm going to be totally cut off at 15 minutes or not. So let's get you one. These are my moon oracle deck cards. I've done it for all the other signs. I don't want to leave you out. A fiery climax approaches and show the world the real you. Again, this idea that being emotionally vulnerable makes you weak is bullshit. That is what your superpower is, okay? And this idea of like, build up to this, like, I'm going to feel so free if I just speak my truth. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care how I am viewed. I'm going to speak my truth. Whatever that is, career, love, relationship, I'm going to hold my energy and be me authentically. All right? So I hope that helps you. I just sense there is some block still, like something I'm missing for this month. For you. Your commitment is being tested in the reverse. It's like, how committed are you to yourself? You're telling yourself you're committed to yourself because you keep climbing this staircase. But you're letting your past, don't let your past hold you back. You're actually letting the past and other energies influence you. You're using others to validate your decisions instead of you taking control of your life and choosing which staircases, which buildings, which experiences you most genuinely want. Don't do that. I love all of you.